out to us, 93.9 WK. Wow, that's what up, Zulu, Big Lip Bandit.
What up, Dakota Sky? Look good.
It's a deal right now. 93.9 Budweiser giving you a bad boy homecoming weekend. Tonight we're going to shut down Oakland Street for the Rock the Block Part 2. It's hosted by Puppy at Dream. But on the phone, still talking to the RZA of the Wu-Tang Clan. Got a new album out in stores. RZA.
Yeah.
All right, what's
popping in there, yo? Y'all got me ready to come through the line of these joints.
Don't start up in here, Rez. All right, look up. So listen, when we last left, you was talking about, you've been around the world, your feet done stepped on some holy ground somewhere. Did you hit Africa?
Guarantee I went and touched the pyramids, you know what I mean?
Say word. When you went there, is it different from seeing it on TV and actually touching it? I mean, is it like is it a spiritual experience? What happened?
It's a very enlightening experience, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if you really don't recognize the magnitudes of these buildings, son, until you up close on them, you understand? These things ain't no joke. You can take a walk around the pyramid will get anybody in shape. You know what I mean?
Word.
Then you got some pyramids you can climb. Okay?
Wow.
So was you out there for a couple of hours, just like in awe?
Let me tell you something. I stayed maybe 2 weeks out there in Egypt, so I was just going every day. You know what I mean?
You was in Egypt. Wow.
What?
How did it feel to come from the deep from the slums of Shaolin to the pyramid of Egypt?
Exactly what I wrote a lyric about it. You know what I mean?
All right.
I had to write a song about that. You know what I mean? It definitely was a super duper experience. You know what I mean? I went to make sure that I understood what it was from my own heart and mind. You understand?
The 2 weeks that you were out there, were you writing a lot?
Yeah, I wrote maybe about 20 beats, and I wrote maybe about at least about 8 lyrics. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you, like you say, you've been going around the world, and you definitely come across a lot of experiences and a lot of different people, all walks of life, and anything. How much has that affected your lyrics? I mean, are you displaying some of that in your lyrics this time around?
I think you do hear me display that, that I've been around, and so some things I'm talking may only be fit for certain people. You know what I mean? But I've been around the world, so I'm able to talk to many kinds of people at one time.
Right.
And I think I feel like that's a blessing right there. You know what I mean? In all reality.
Have you learned anything? Like, maybe you might have been in one mind state at one time, and then after going around the world and seeing the world, and like I said, having some of these experiences might have changed your outlook on, a couple things or perspectives on some things?
Yeah, I got some different perspectives. You know what I mean? I got a lot of confirmation on a lot of things too. You know what I mean?
You don't mind sharing something with us, would you?
Well, put it this way. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know how you want to look at it. I mean, it's so some things are so beautiful that it's bad. That it's like that it's beautiful. That some things their beauty is hidden. You know what I mean? And like even when I went to Egypt to the pyramids, for instance, I realized that the pyramids and all the mummies, all the dead, all the names that they were saying, all these people's names were actually what the Greeks called them. Well, ain't what they called themselves. You know what I mean? And so you go deeper into it, you start thinking that maybe these people wasn't doing what these people thought they was doing. They didn't know what they was doing because they just figured out what hieroglyphics was in the 1800s, and it wasn't figured out by an Egyptian but by a Frenchman with the Rosetta Stone. So then you gonna tell me that everybody in Egypt now gonna go by what this man say from a Rosetta Stone? He figures this thing out that's been sitting here for 50,000 years or 5,000, whatever they want to say, 5,000 years, and nobody in their own hood, they know what it was. You know what I mean? It's like nobody they walk past that Wu-Tang sign was like, Wu-Tang, can it be so simple? I remember that song, I remember that video, I rember something about that joint. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, a lot of people that was there, they had, some people was really, totally into the modern way, because the Arabs also ran through there, and did a lot of conquering too. So they was kind of mixed up in their thinking, and really had the root of their own selves. You think we don't have our own root over here in America, being we can't trace it back past 400 years of our history, because after that it gets buried in the continent.
Leading to my next question, RZA, I'm saying, okay, we was young in the game years ago. We all got a little bit older, and as men, once men grow up, we start to see the world for what it really is. Okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger jumped into politics. What do you see? I'm not saying RZA might jump into politics, but do you see yourself being more active in the community and taking on a role as a positive figure in the community, just on the upliftment of our people?
So, as far as the community, I do what I can to help the community. I start first with my own community, and by just providing food, clothing, and shelter is one of the main things you can provide, you know what I mean?
Yeah, charity started at home.
Guaranteed. Then I try to make my music apply knowledge, wisdom, understanding, you know what I mean? And no matter who I meet, any ethnic, any race, any woman, male, I deal with freedom, justice, and equality with them. You know what I mean? And so, if I can reach love, peace, and happiness out of that, that's my 12 jewels. I'm cool.
Who was you in 10 years? What do you think? Where you see yourself in 10 years?
I think in 10 years, y'all definitely would. You know, I definitely would be. You know what I think? I don't want to say. But I think I'd definitely be one of those minds on earth.
Yeah.
Me definitely know that he's one of those people right there, yo.
Yeah. I know where you're going with that, because I think me and my Dakota, my co-host, we be talking about that all the time. I think I'm one of them type cats too.
Respect, family.
You know, things is coming at a rapid pace right now. You ain't gonna give me bull. Call it chocolate.
Nah, man, respect.
Hey, man, come through and holler at your boy, man.
Definitely. I gotta come through.
Come through and holler at me. I'm here now. I remember I was in Philly. I'm here now, though.
Boy, yo, I just want to say respect to you too, fam, because you know, we got history. We got from street history. You know what I mean? Right. You from I remember you just eating niggas up in Philly. You know what I'm saying? I remember Wu coming through. I can have a good time with you too. You know what I mean? And yo, it's just respect to just see you doing it, taking it to this level, yo.
Well, I'm still trying to be in there. Same to you, man. You hold that thing down, black man.
Respect.
Good luck on your album.
Good luck on that RZA new album.
Prince in stores.
Tell them again. What's that name of the album?
Birth of a Prince in stores now. Kill Bill. Go watch the movie. Get your big popcorn and just enjoy the sound.
And take that pound.
Zulu and the family. Keep your radio locked, baby.
Hey, yo, what's up, DC?
93.9 WKYS and Budweiser are taking